Let me go there. See, respond to JavaScript. It says it up front. Once you click on it, it opens respond to JavaScript. So that's the alert, and that's what is the first thing it shows you. Okay, so now we got that there. So let's go back here. Um, so perfect. Okay, yeah, and then it now tells you that you can actually open it as an external file instead separate file, an external file instead of an internal one. So you have to now put it inside the script tag. So what this means is you now just have to add a source to the script. So it will now, first of all, we need to save it as. So let's go here. I mentioned this earlier before. It means we now have to save all everything that's in here. Oh no. I have to open a new one. So um so inside of desktop, so we want to create a new folder, call it JS, and then we want to call it script.js. Okay, so we got that one there, and um so now we go back to that one, and instead of having it like that, we now say script. Let's follow exactly what it says. It says, so we now just say script type equals, so we leave it there. Then we now add the source exactly to where it is instead of what is there. So what we're gonna have is, instead of the close tag, we put the source. Okay, so source equals um so you see, even gives us an example where it is. So put JS there, and we got everything there. Script address is already in there. See, because we already saved it and it knows where it is, which is there. So it actually helps us, okay? So JS, and we close that one there, and then we now remove everything that's here because there's no need for it. That's exactly what is in there. We are now referencing what is internal externally, if that makes sense. So if we save it, it should have exactly the same result. It should have exactly the same result. So let's go there. Um, yeah, still. So let's refresh it. See, still the same thing. Respond to JavaScript, just like it says. Okay. So that's that one. Um, let's go back to where it says. Now, okay, yes. So that's fine. So that is supposed to work exactly. Now, if we say it says there's supposed to be an error, but it didn't show us an error just now. Because we didn't go directly for alert. We didn't use the window to alert. We used the alert exactly like it is. But from what you can see here, I guess what I'm really trying to show you is you should actually the method is better for you to define exactly where you're calling your method from. So say this is because the alert is actually a method of an object. And in this case, the method hasn't been explicitly defined. The default object for all methods is Windows. So instead we will type window.alert respond to JavaScript instead of just alert. However, I did not do that. Um, I did not write window.alert, but that's because um, maybe because I was calling it from a browser, which is already in a window anyway. But if I click on here, inspect, if there are any errors, it should pick it up. So you see two issues. So it is showing me exactly the same thing that was mentioned just now, but I'm going to come back to that later. Okay, I'm going to come back to that later. I'm going to come back to that later. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do now is um, okay, we've done the first one now, and then the question is JavaScript should be written only in the head of the HTML tag, true or false. So that's a question for you. Once you've signed up for the course or you requested to be signed up for the course, you'll be able to answer that question and determine if you know the correct answer. So let's go